So dear students, today we are going to do formal letter writing. Straight away you do your work in fair. Have you ever done like this? Huh? In English, have you ever done like this, that you have straight away written in fair? So in formal letter writing, shall I start my lecture or sort out your problem related to seats? Suppose there is any problem, you want to make a request to the editor of a newspaper to publish your views, okay? And such kind of letters come in the category of formal letter writing. And today we will be doing practice of letter to the editor. There can be a problem of reckless and rash driving. There can be a problem of nuisance, street light problem. Suppose different kind of problems occur in your locality, in your city, and you have you have written to that concerned authority like municipal corporation, traffic police, whosoever are concerned with the problem. But no action has been taken so far. So at last you have made up your mind to write down a letter to the editor of a newspaper. Why so? Editor of the newspaper will come and sort out your problem. Yes, he will publish your article in the newspaper so that normal public, when they will be reading it, higher authorities, when they will be reading it, and they will come to know about the problem. So the role of the editor is only and only to publish your views, nothing else. He is not going to sort out your problem. He is not going to fix your problem. His main duty is only to publish your letter, publish your views. Why I'm telling you this thing? Because in your exam there was MCQ related to that. So if you are attending the lectures carefully, you are listening to the teacher carefully, if any of the MCQ is asked, you will be able to do. Because some things depend on your common sense also. And that paper was very much scoring. Because otherwise, if you write down a letter of 7 marks, you score 5. 4, 5. But if you do all the MCQs right, you could score full. Isn't it? So like that, now we are going to do a practice of formal letter writing, and this time you have letters to the editor in your syllabus. So if you have margin in your notebook, that's well and good. If you don't have margin, then draw margin and write down this format. So what will be the very first line of your letter? Whose address will be there? Huh? Yes. So the very first line of your letter will be sender's address. You can write down examination hall, dash the city. You can write down your address, any address of your, you can write down sender. After writing sender address, you are supposed to skip one line. So you will be skipping one line. Afterwards, you are supposed to write down date. Sender address and city comes in that address. Skip one line, write down full date. When you are writing full date, you are not supposed to write down abbreviations in your letter. Like we write down 5th September, TH, 21st, or we write down like this. So these all are considered wrong form. When you are writing a date, you have to write down full date like name, full month, full year. Like today is 13th October. So the way you have written at the top, this way is also not acceptable. In letter, you will be writing full 13th October 2021. So in this way, you will be writing date. Clear? After writing date, then you will be skipping one line, then you will be writing receiver's address. So if you are writing to the editor of a newspaper, which address you are supposed to write down? The editor, the Tribune, Chandigarh. So the editor, the Tribune, Chandigarh, it means editor E, Tribune T, Chandigarh C. ETC should be in capital letters. ETC should be written in capital letters. So keep all these points in your mind. ETC should be written in full, written by using capital letters. Okay, to the editor, the Tribune, Chandigarh. Date should be written full. Write down the address very, very carefully. Afterwards, after writing the editor, Tribune, Chandigarh, what is next? Subject. Subject will not be written. So first, what will come? You will be writing subject of your letter. See, when I was checking your day, I think your revision test, I don't remember, something I was checking, and I was so surprised in 7th class or in 8th class, what happened? They were writing a letter to their father or brother or sister, whatever. They were writing subject. Why you people have so much confusion related to that? Subject is written when you are writing to very higher authority. Formal letter. Why so? Suppose daily so many people are coming and they want to give application to principal ma'am. More than half of the application will be based on 1 day leave. Due to Ashmi Puja, our ward is not coming to school. More than half application will be based on that. So principal ma'am is having a time to go through every application. Think about that situation. She has time to go through 100 of the applications. So why this subject is written? So that at a glance, ma'am can understand this letter is about on which topic, what is the reason. Suppose you want to apply for the bona fide certificate. Suppose you want to make a request that you want certificate, you want to go abroad. So that will be more important, or your 1 day leave will be more important? Tell me. That testimonial letter, bona fide, the application. So according to importance wise, according to priority wise, principal ma'am can go through the applications. She can segregate, make it segregate. She can put signature within some time by not going in detail. If she requires that, yes, I have to go in detail in this application, then she can go through by reading only subject. So same like that, editor of a newspaper, he is also a busy person. He is not having time to go through every application, every letter. Thousands of people are writing applications and letters to him. He is having time to go through every letter daily. So what he will be doing? He will be reading subject of the letter. If he thinks that it is worth reading, he should proceed for that. Otherwise, he can simply put signature. That depends on his priority. To which letter he is going to give importance. So that's why subject is written. If you are writing to your mother is getting 100 of letters daily from you, from your siblings, from your cousins. Is she getting? So why to write on subject in informal letter? Tell me. Why I have given this long lecture to you? Because I was just surprised. I got shocked when I saw that there was a letter to father and subject was written very beautifully. And not by a normal student, not average student, very intelligent student has written subject. I thought that his father may be a DPS of DSP officer, or he would be on a very high rank. That's why he has written subject to his father. Isn't it? हंस भी लिया करो बीच में. So this is the way I have made you understand that when you are writing to higher authority, like principal, like municipal corporation, editors, such kind of applications and letters may be asked in your paper. Write to the editor, write to the municipal, write to principal. So here you are supposed to write down subject, but your subject should be precise, very much short, having one line only, one sentence. It doesn't mean that you are writing 2-3 lines on your subject. In your subject, you are supposed to write down only one line to the point. Am I clear with this? This concept is clear? So shall I move further? After writing subject, you are supposed to write down salutation. So in salutation, you will not be writing respected sir, respected ma'am, because this friend is obsolete. In place of that, you can write down dear sir, dear sir, or so you are supposed to write down this. So this part is known as, it is known as salutation. It is known as salutation. Now here is a time to write down body of the letter. So when you are going to write down body of the letter, what did he speak? Before that, what did he speak? So in body of the letter, you are supposed to write down 3 paragraphs. Para 1, para 2, and para 3. Whole of the content is divided into 3 paragraphs, but there is a hard and fast rule that you have to follow. What to be written in first paragraph, what to be written in second and third, and so on. Why so? Because you have to arrange all the ideas in a systematic order. See, you want to score full marks in writing skill or not? Your target is like that, or you want to score 4 out of 7, 5 out of 7? You want to score, this is your mission. If it is your mission, if it is your target, if it is your target to score full marks in letter writing, just pay attention in my class. In first paragraph, you are supposed to write down the reason for writing. Only this. But it doesn't mean that you are going to write down the way as a 5th class students write. Because you are grown up. Now you're a student of 8th class. So you should improve the level of writing also. Arrangement of ideas, how to write down a letter, how to put good vocabulary words, how to convey your matter in front of others, how to represent your content in a logical way. So this all about, you have to keep these things in your mind. So here, when you are going to write down the body of the letter, so para 1. In paragraph number 1, you are supposed to write down, why are you writing a letter? Why are you writing a letter? It means you have to mention the reason why are you going to write down a letter. What is the reason behind that? So very brief introduction should be there, but some students have a habit to write down those obsolete, outdated lines through the column of your esteemed newspaper. I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities related to the problem or regarding that problem. If I get a chance to check such kind of letters, so by reading only first line, I will think that that student should be given 5. Whether your full letter is correct. Not even a single mistake of grammar. You know why? Because this method is obsolete method. It is not in trend. So you want to go according to trend, or you want to be that, follow the traditional method only? So the method that has been obsolete, that is not used in nowadays, not in trend. So in place of that, there are different ways that you can start your letter. So start writing. I'm going to give you different ways how to start a letter. So write down first way. Start writing. Write down as it is, you'll be doing in your fair notebook also, because during your exam preparation, when you open this notebook, you should have ideas in front of you. Because today, if I teach you during your exam preparation, your revision days, you will forget then you have to search this video. Ma'am has told us different ways. So it's better that you make a notes of these and keep these notes with you in 9th class also, in 10th class also, it will be useful. Now tell. वही तो बता रही. I'm going to dictate you. So write down para 1 first way. Write down first way. Through the column of your esteemed daily, your favorite. Write down your favorite also. Through the column of your esteemed daily. So write down the spellings of columns carefully. COLUMNS and esteemed EST. Through the column of your esteemed daily, comma, I wish to draw the attention through the column of your esteem, through the columns of your columns, through the columns, COLUMNS of your esteemed daily, comma, I wish to draw the attention of the authorities against, I wish to draw the attention of the authorities against dash dash dash. What will be the problem? You can write down that problem in your own way. So this was the first way. Okay. Now write down second way. Write down second way. Permit me to draw the attention. Permit me to draw the attention of the officials. Permit me to draw the attention of the officials of dash dash dash. Permit me to draw the attention of the officials of dash 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 about dash dash dash. In dash dash dash, you'll be writing the problem about dash in our locality, through the columns of your, largely circulated, through the columns of your largely circulated newspapers. Huh? That depends on the question. Which kind of question is asked? Circulated newspaper. Largely circulated newspaper. Now write down third way. Write down third way. Please allow me. Please allow me to bring to the, please allow me to bring to the notice of, please allow me to bring to the notice of the authorities. Please allow me to bring to the notice of the authorities concerned, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, through the columns of, मैं बोल रही हूँ ना आराम से. Please allow me to bring to the notice of the authorities concerned through the columns of your esteemed. Write down the spellings of esteemed carefully. Write down the spellings of esteemed carefully. ESTEEMED. Esteemed newspaper. Esteemed means very much famous. Esteemed newspaper about dash dash dash. About dash dash dash. Next way. Write down next way. 100. Copy. Kindly permit me. Kindly permit me to highlight. Kindly permit me to highlight. Kindly permit me to highlight through your. Kindly permit me to highlight through your national paper. Through your national paper, the hardships caused to the hardships means difficulties, problems. Hardships. Kindly permit me to highlight through your national paper the hardships caused to the common people, on account of. Kindly permit me to highlight through your national paper the hardships caused to the common people on account of dash. On account of dash. On account of dash. So in place of dash, you will be writing the problem. Whatever the question is asked to you. So whenever any of the question is asked, any of the situation is given to you, for example, you are supposed to write down against rising prices, against frequent breakdown of electricity, against rash driving, against street lights, supply of polluted water. So it depends on the situation. So we will continue this topic tomorrow. Okay. By the time you do practice up to this format.